Welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Marie Zeitner. Joining me in studio today is Mike Myers from Struyk Turf. Thanks for being here, Mike.
Absolutely.
All right, and now that the weather is cooler, go ahead and tell me some things that people should be thinking about for their lawn.
Okay, since it's starting to slow down a little bit, the weather's starting to cool down, you still need to be fertilizing and spraying weeds. But first I'm going to talk about a call that we get a lot is in regards to mowing height. Typically during the summer, June, July, August, you want to mow like a typical bluegrass lawn, 3.5 to 4 inches. You want it a little higher so the roots go deeper to kind of sustain the turf throughout the hot summer season. And then into fall, you want to take the mowing height down 1/2 inch or 1 inch, depending on how high it is and what type of grass you have. If you take it down, you do lose a little bit of root growth, but at the same time, if you leave it long, that can encourage some winter disease. So you always want to take it down just a little bit before the grass goes dormant. Fertilizer, in the next couple of weeks, you need to be fertilizing if you haven't done so already. The first 2 weeks rather of November it's a really good time period to fertilize. That fertilizer usually doesn't go this late. It doesn't go into any extra grass growth, so you don't have to worry about one last mowing at the end of the season. It is stored mostly in the roots, and then that in turn will provide a quicker green up in the springtime. And then lastly, the broadleaf weed spray. You want to spray weeds, with 2,4-D or MCPP or triclopyr if you have a lot of wild violets. This late in the fall especially is a really good time to kill perennial broadleaf weeds, especially dandelions and clover are kind of the two big ones.
Okay. And can people do these things themselves, or should they hire somebody to do the job?
It depends on the lawn and how much experience you have. A lot of winter products off the shelf are really easy and safe to use, so you could just go to the hardware store and grab some stuff and do it yourself. If you're not comfortable with doing it, or especially with spraying weeds, if you're not comfortable with mixing the right amount of weed spray with your water and getting a container to spray it with, then you should always just hire a professional. A lot of times it's cheaper to call Struyk Turf or some other lawn care company and have them come out and do the work than it would be to buy the product and the equipment and do it yourself.
Okay, and then you don't have to worry about actually going out and
Exactly.
doing it right.
You don't have to worry about braving the cold winds in the last couple weeks in November.
All right, Mike, thanks for being here today.
Absolutely.
Stick around. More Council Bluffs news after the break.